The new EcoOS ESG AI engine, a scalable solution to manage the constant flow of ESG demands, so you can stay focused on implementing meaningful sustainability initiatives.
An architecture that focuses on a document hub that is constructed specifically for our clients. To that, we essentially added an interface that allows you to interact with it much the same way as you would interact with any of the chat applications that are out there. But in this case, you're not exploring the average of the internet, you're exploring your own documents in a safe and consistent way. Finally, of course, we brought in various tools that will allow you to communicate this, interact with your team, and take it to the next level.
This new cool AI engine can be a game changer in terms of right-sizing the amount of time sustainability teams spend in sharing information and disclosure versus action.
Sustainability teams are notoriously understaffed. We signed up to implement change. So we decided to put artificial intelligence in the hands of our users rather than just use it in the backdrop of our software.
Lots of information requests in this, especially with a small team. Everything channels through a real bottleneck. Investor questions may come who might ask some very specific questions about the climate action plan. Another example is surveys, stakeholder surveys, say from our supplier. By the time it gets to the sustainability team, oh boy, it's due in 3 days, maybe tomorrow. Oops, can you help me? So suddenly it's fire drill, right? This is time consuming, a big lift, and has to happen really quickly.
So you can imagine, for example, a situation where you get a questionnaire from an investor or a supplier. It allows you to actually very, very rapidly, using your own disclosures, bring in the relevant information rather than having to dig through hundreds and hundreds of pages. You punch in the questions, you get some responses, you can dig in deeper. Once you have those answers, you can also check to see whether these are sources that you actually agree with and you trust. Make sure that the information is coming from the right place.
The AI engine could be really, really useful because if you have well-vetted documents in that document hub, you've probably answered similar questions before, or you've reported against those questions. And you don't have to start from scratch every time. You can just drop it in there, get a response. I love this idea of having benchmarks in there and framework guidance in there. So you could just ask it, how do we improve? What are other people saying here? And not having to do this huge research project to get to that answer. It's going to be vastly quicker than starting from scratch each time. It's great at identifying gaps in your knowledge and how you might fill them.
I think it's super important at this point that we radically increase the productivity of sustainability teams.
Scan the QR code on your screen, follow the links to get in touch with us.